in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my dill pickles and how they stay crispy. I get asked all the time, well, how do you keep them crispy after you've processed them? And so I figured I'd show you. So I've started out, this recipe usually only gets 4 quarts. And I use Mrs. Wager's dill pickle mix. I wash my cucumbers, take the ends off, and then I just cut them up in clean jars. I sterilize the jars. We can put away some dill pickles here. My family loves them. I made some the other day and I think there might be 1 jar left. And our cucumbers are coming in abundance right now. I'm gonna try to do some relish. We like the sweet pickle relish. So I'm gonna get all these sliced and in my jars. I always leave an inch of headspace. I'm going to need a few more cucumbers, which that isn't a problem because I've got a whole refrigerator drawer full. Some of them have went way too long, so they're going to be good for relish. They've got way too big to make a good pickle. And your house will definitely have a distinct smell after you get done making these. Some people love it and some people hate it. So I'm going to finish this up and I will be right back. These cut up. I've got my rings and flats in warm water. I've got my Dutch oven or my ceramic pot. This to me is the best pot to use because you can't use, I think it is a steel because it will react. Let me make sure. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's aluminum. Do not use an aluminum pan. This has been the best one for me. But you take, it says 3 1/3 cup of distilled vinegar, 7 1/3 cup of water. And I'm going to add my water. Then I'll add my vinegar. And it is 3 1/3 cup. So I'll go ahead and add these. Okay, and then we add this packet in, and we're going to let this come to a rolling boil. And after I'll show you what this looks like while it's cooking. Let me go ahead and put it over here on medium high. So I'm just patiently waiting for this to boil. And you might cough a little because there is a lot of vinegar in it. Oh. But it does smell good. It's starting to come to a little boil. It's not ready, hardly ready yet. You do have to exercise a little bit of patience when waiting for this to come to a boil because you want it to be good and the vinegar, water, and the spices to be good and married together so you get a good pickle. Okay, so now we're at a rolling boil. I'm gonna let it get just a little bit hotter. I'll move my jars over here. I cannot find my funnel. I can only find my wide mouth funnel. So I'm gonna have to try to do this without spilling it everywhere. I should have already had this on here, but always good to put a dish towel under there just in case you spill. So now I'm going to start filling the jars. Ow, got a little burnt. Okay. Always use a straw or some kind of thing to make sure there's no bubbles. Make sure all that's under there. This cup has vinegar in it. So I wipe my jars clean. These have been setting, the flats and the rings have been setting in warm water. We can eat like a jar of these a day, so I need to make sure my cabinet is filled. Same process, I'm just going to make sure there's no air bubbles. Put a little bit more liquid. These are hot. Okay. I'm making a mess. I'm glad I put that dish towel down. I had one of those little things that you buy too that is specifically for the air bubbles. I can't find it either. I'm struggling with finding all my stuff. All right, last jar. I think I've got enough liquid in here. I'm not sure how many things of pickles I'm going to get to do this year. This makes 8 quarts I've done, but our I don't know if it's the lack of water, or we went through a time where it didn't rain much or what, but our cucumber plants are dying. We planted, I think, well, I don't know how many, but quite a bit. Okay, I actually got a little left. I may be able to do a pint. Okay, so the directions calls for quarts to do a 15-minute water bath, and for pints to do a 10-minute water bath. Does anybody else turn their jars over? I've always been taught to do that. If you don't have a water bath canner, I don't. I use my pressure canner without the top on it. Or you can use a stock pot. I have done that before. As long as it comes over the top of it, you're good. So for quarts, it's 15 minutes. Water bath, for pints, it's 10. And this is what they look like. And they are so good. I hope you try them, and thank you so much for watching.